Good evening, dear students. I'm sorry for my delay that I have today, but it was because I had to one ex one hour extra in my place work. That was the reason that I am here with a little delay. But the most important is that we are here for enjoy this great encounter. Welcome to everyone, to Viviana and Lisette. I hope that we can enjoy that that we will enjoy this great encounter today. Today we are going to talk about environmental problems or environmental issues that we can find in our natural environment. And but first of all, I would like to greet to Lisette. Lisette, how are you? Hi, Lisette.
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine too. I'm so sorry for the delay that I have today.
Don't worry, teacher.
Sometimes we need extra time. Okay.
Don't
Um,
worry.
and how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Um, I I'm I don't have flu now.
What is flu?
Gripa?
Ah, okay, okay.
I
You are
think. I
sick
don't
right now.
know.
You are sick right now, but
Yes or not?
but I'm listening you normally. So that is not an excuse to participate today. You have to participate a lot of today and take advantage of this encounter. Thank you, Lisette. Thank you very much.
Okay, teacher.
Hi, Carolina. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I am very tired.
Okay. I'm so sorry for the delay that I have today, but I'm
I
here.
don't have problem, teacher.
Okay. And tell me, how are you? How was your day?
And is stay happy. We went to cinema in the school.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
great. With your
we
students.
we saw the no no al ataque.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, the movie for children.
Okay. Oh, that was amazing for you and your students. Did you go with your students?
Yes, teacher.
That's more amazing. Thank you very much, Carolina. Carolina, I would like to tell you that the topic for today is to speak and learn about the environmental problems that we have in our natural environment. That is a great reality that we have to face nowadays, especially here in Colombia. Okay, and
Okay.
so and I sorry. And I hope that you can enjoy this great lesson and learn and make a reflection that is the most important about how we can care the planet and contribute to have a better environment.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Hi Viviana, how are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine, fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine. I'm fine too, Viviana. Please tell me, how are you? How was your
Oh,
day?
my day. I
What do
worried
you do
because I was at the doctor with my daughter.
with your daughter?
Yes, because she was sick.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes.
But I think that sometimes the illness has to happen, maybe because
Sorry,
What
my daughter.
that? But what kind of sick does she have?
Sorry.
What kind of sick does he
Ah,
has? Does she have?
her stomach hurt.
Oh, that's
Yes,
terrible. The stomach.
gastritis.
Oh, terrible, terrible.
Yes, my poor child.
But you have done well by when to no by took her to the doctor because it's
Mhm.
important. Important.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Thank you, Viviana. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Teacher,
That,
sorry.
hello for the speak.
Renee said that send a link to the email
Could you repeat that?
by email.
Yes. No, today I didn't send you the link by email. Or what are you saying? I don't know.
In WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp, and I'm going to send invitation for in the as an email. Okay, maybe someone has problems to enter to the encounter, and that's not the idea. The idea is that everyone can participate here and put in practice their communicative skills in English. Uh,
Okay.
Oh, it's a good news. Today is our seventh encounter. Hello. This is rolling for the encounter. Send right now the email. Okay. Now I have sent the email with the invitation for this great encounter. Thank you, Lisette. Thank you for your observation.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm. Diana, how are you? Hi, Diana.
Hello?
Okay, Diana, I have read
Hello?
the
Can you hear
message.
me?
Yes, the storm. Diana,
Yeah.
I am
Yeah, there's a
listening the
storm right
storm.
now here.
Diana, eh, mm,
Yes?
if you have problems with the
Yeah. I'm sorry.
like I don't know, lightning rajos. Please disconnect your computer, everything, your internet, because it's very important when we have these kind of problems to care the internet and the router maybe can burn and can damage. If you have, if you think that is necessary to go out of this encounter, for that reason, go ahead. Don't worry, Diana. Don't worry. Okay. If
Okay.
you think,
Okay, good.
okay, okay.
But no,
But if
I'm
you,
saying
okay,
if it just gets off, we can work. Just be patient because I can't hear very well, or maybe you cannot hear me very well. So, but it's okay. We can try.
okay, Diana, you try to stay here, but I recommend you that because one day I lost my internet connection for 1 week and was terrible for me. It was very
Because of a storm?
difficult. Yes, with a storm. Well, I lost my internet
Mm,
for 1 week because the router
okay.
damage. Hmm? I recommend you that, but if the light,
Yes,
light,
I get what you're
lightning,
saying. I get it.
what do you say, Rajas?
Yes,
Lightning.
for the lightning. For the lightning.
Okay. If it begins, please don't think in two times.
Okay. Okay, so if I
Okay.
go, you know why.
Okay. Don't worry for that, Diana. But you are welcome
Okay,
here.
thank you.
Diana, the topic for today will be speaking about the natural environment or problems that we have in our natural environment, such as pollution and another issues that we can find in natural environments that um, that are dangerous for our health, animals, and everything. Okay, and I hope that today we can learn how about strategies that we can implement for avoid and care the planet, avoid pollution and care the planet. That's the lesson for today. I hope that you can enjoy today that lesson. And thank you for your presentation and for tell us about how was you. Pranay, how are you?
Good evening, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my delay. I was delayed because I had to work an extra hour in my place work, and it has interrupted me the time that I spent coming back to my home, and so that was the reason that I have that delay. But I am here to show to enjoy with you this speaking encounter and show a lot of useful tips for care the planet. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
okay. Please tell me how are you? How was your day?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
Uh, could you tell me how was your day? How are you?
Okay, thank you. So my day was pretty good, excellent. I had some meetings in the morning and the rest of the day paperwork, so nothing special, but it was a big day.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Pernay, for sharing with us about how was your day. And Juliet, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, teacher. And you?
I'm fine too. I'm so glad to have you here in our seventh encounter. I'm so glad for that because when I began to this encounter, I thought, oh my God, what kind of topics I will teach them, how I can encourage them to speak and practice their speaking skills. But I am surprising because it was really good to share my time with you, making this great speaking encounters. I'm so glad for that,
No.
and and I and it's incredible for me the seventh encounter.
Yeah?
Imagine that, yes, this is my seventh encounter with you, and I have another group, so I have developed uh, 40, 40, 40, 14, 14 encounters in total, and I'm so glad for that. And I'm
No.
so very glad for that.
I'm happy too for these cases.
Okay, thank you, Juliet. Well, as I told you, the topic for today is to speak about how we can care our environment. I have prepared a good lesson plan for you today, and I'm going to show you my screen in a moment because I am looking for the web page that I have prepared for the especially for these encounters. I'm going to open it because I didn't wait. In a moment, I'm looking for the page on my computer. computer. I would like to remember you that in my web page that I have prepared for you, you will find useful resources to improve your English, to enjoy, to practice your English, your listening skills, speaking competence, reading, and everything that you want to improve in English. Remember that in that page there are a lot of useful resources. Okay. And so now I'm going to show you my screen. Okay, I don't know if you are watching my screen. Mm, before to be no before to begin, I would like to make you a question. Before to begin, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I would like to make you a personal question about what do you think, uh, how is the natural environment nowadays? Please tell me how is your perception about the environment? How we are caring the planet? If we are making working in making a new culture, a different culture to care the planet. Please tell me, Lisette, what do you think about it?
Okay. In this time,
Yeah,
the environment is very is harming. I don't know. Lo está dañando. Harming?
damage,
Damage?
damage, damage,
Damage?
damage. Yes, destroying, destroy is another word.
Okay. Okay. People today don't take care the environment. For example, I don't like smoke. And it's
Dangerous,
yes, yeah, because how do you say contaminar?
pollute. Pollution
Pollute
is contaminación,
because
pollution. And pollute is contaminate. Yes,
because because that pollute
pollution,
the environment.
they
For
pollute.
example, in my office, in my work,
Yeah,
every days there are people that smoke near to my office, and for me it's very bad. I don't like that.
that's a real problem. It's
Um,
not only, Lisette, let me tell you that is not only uh, contaminating. I don't know if I
yes,
can use that word.
sometimes there are a lot of garbage
Garbage. Yes.
garbage on the street, and I don't like that too.
Wait a moment. Okay, contaminate is another word that we can use to pollute.
Con-
And I
Contaminate.
would like, yes, contaminate is a word that we can use. Lisette, please, please let me tell you that I agree with you about the things that you are telling us because sometimes the people who smoke, I respect I well, I don't like to smoke. I don't smoke, but and and I respect the people who smoke. I don't think nothing about them. Okay, but they are not only contaminating the environment, I think, as you said, they are contaminating the social. No, no. I it's a controversial topic. Okay, it's a
Yes,
controversial.
they should smoke in
They
other
should smoke. They should smoke.
smoke.
Smoke. They should
in,
smoke.
okay,
Uh,
in other
they
places where they do not pollute the air.
okay. That's great. But they have to find a special place to do that, where where don't contaminate the people, because there are a lot of people who don't like smoke, and some people who like to smoke near to the people who don't like, and it's very embracing situation, I think.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Lisette, do you think that nowadays we are creating a new culture to care the planet?
Uh, mm, I don't know how do you say consciente,
Conscious,
conscious.
aware. Aware is another word.
To say people need to what? To I don't know. Can you write the word, teacher?
Mm, what kind of word? Lisette, if
For example,
okay,
today in this country
yeah,
we have a big problem with the petroleum. I don't know.
gas oil.
Oil.
No, wait a moment. I'm going to look that word on my Google Translator because my teacher says that we can use Google Translator, but I love that too. Something like
Because there are some rivers with contamination
yes, that's
and a lot of animals are died for that.
the reason. One situation and is one example is the things that are happening in Bucaramanga with the petroleum that has fell in on the river. Yes, it's a big problem that we have actually.
Yes, and on the news, I watched some a lot of animals, fishes,
Yeah,
other animals that are died.
yes. Thank you very much, Lisette, to answer my question. Thank you. You
Okay,
have done
teacher.
well. Um, Viviana, please tell me, what do you think about the new culture that we have in our okay. What do you think about the culture that we have for care the planet? Do you think that we are making a culture about how to care the planet?
Okay, I think we must definitely have more how to say, awareness to recycle. Yes,
Yes,
um, because there is a lot of pollution, and the industries every day pollute, see?
pollute.
pollute,
Yes, it's pollute.
pollute more. Yes, the industries every day pollute more. Um,
So,
um,
but
yeah.
do you think that we are making something to avoid pollution? The
Can you repeat
government.
it?
Do you think that government and the people are making to avoid
Yes,
pollution?
yes, because we are a very how do you say consumista? Consumista.
Consumist,
Consumer society.
consumer. I don't
Yes,
know.
consumer society.
Consumers. Wait a moment. Consumers. Yes, is that the right word?
Uh,
Consumers.
consumer society. Yes, and that generates a lot of pollution.
Hmm?
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Thank you
Uh,
very much.
okay, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, be well. Hey, Juliet, please tell me, what do you think about the culture that we are creating in our society in order to avoid pollution?
Uh, wow. Okay, you can repeat the question for me, please.
Okay. Eh, do you think that we are making a new culture to avoid pollution in our society?
I don't know. I think that we are making us themselves blind about that topic. Some people think that the climate change is even a lie that's not real. And I'm like, oh come on, you're serious? And I think that I don't know. Everyone knows that in some point we have to die, but uh, our lifetime is short, and I think that is the reason for humans are now concerned about the damage that we are causing into the planet, because you say, oh, okay, I'm going to live what 50 years more and then I die, and that's all. And it's just they don't think in the future.
That's terrible.
They in a hypocrite way say our children are the future of the world, but they don't care about what and how we are living the world to these children, and it's very sad. It's sad for me.
Okay, and for everyone. It's a real situation that we are in, Juliet. Some
Yeah.
people think in that way. They think that only are here for living their lives and no more. If they die, everything stops, I think. But the life will go on. You
Mm-hmm.
died, and we have to think in the future, as you say, the children and the new generations, and
Mm-hmm.
the water that is very important for survive. The water is, is vital for us. Also, we have to
Exactly.
care a lot the resources of water, of course, and care the water.
Yeah, it's a topic that every time gets me very deep, because I think that Mother Nature give us and give us and give us, and we take all, and we don't give back.
Mm, that's true. That's
We
true.
just take. We just take, and we don't care the consequences.
Okay, that's a deep reflection.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Fernand, what do you think? I'm going to ask you one question. Do you think that nowadays we are creating a new society or a new culture to care the planet against pollution?
Yes, I think there are many programs in the government and in many schools in order to teach children how to care about the nature, the environment, and even they have one day a year uh, to celebrate the day of the earth, the day of the water. In the government and even in the schools, there are that kind of programs. But when people is outside of this, when they are working in different industries, I think that conscience is almost lost.
Okay. Lisette, what do you think about teaching children to care the environment? Eh, do you think that is a good idea to teach children in our schools to care the planet?
Yes, of course, because the environment the care the environment is for the future for children.
Yes, yeah, that's real. And what do you think about the things that Pernick has shared with us about celebrating days such as the Day of Water and the Day of Air, the Day of the Trees, because also it's that day. Do you think that is an strategies that we are using to make conscious children about the problems that we have in our environment?
And sorry, teacher, I don't understand what.
Okay, don't worry.
Sorry.
What do you think about the celebrations that we develop in our schools, such as the Day of Water, the Day of the Trees, the Day of the Air, and to make conscious about children's about caring the planet? What do you think about kind of celebrations?
Um, okay, it's important because, for example, the day of the water is vital. How do you say?
Vital, vital.
Vital. The water
Yes,
is vital to live.
yes.
Yes.
And celebrate
Uh,
that day
for
and
ex-
make, yeah, oh no, sorry. And celebrate that day in schools. I think that is one opportunity for children to see how is important the water. Thank you very much.
what teacher?
Go ahead.
I'm going to give an example. Here in Popayan, there are a festival of black black and white.
Right.
Yes, similar
Yes.
to Pasto. In that before, how do you say charagua? I don't know.
Charagua. It's Charagua. Yeah.
Tiraban agua. In that and before time.
Yes.
Yes, and now
They don't do that.
today is prohibited. I don't know.
Forbidden. Forbidden.
Forbidden? Yes.
Forbidden.
Today that is that activity is forbidden to carry the water.
Mhm. That's a good example, Lisette, because we are watching or seeing how the people are changing their mind about the caring the environment, the source of water, and everything that is
Yes.
related with the natural environment. It's a good example about how we are changing the chip or
Yes.
mind about the
Pe-
resources.
people children had fun.
Yes. So,
Where they were, I don't know, se divertían, funny, you know.
enjoy. en-
Okay, enjoyed it.
enjoy. Thank you very much, Lizette. Um, Carolina.
Okay.
No, I asked Carolina about the topic. Yeah, I don't remember. Um, we're missing for the question. I don't remember. Juliet, what do you think about how we are changing? If I would like to ask you if we are changing our mind about the natural, about the problems that we have in our natural environment, such as
About what? Sorry.
about pollution or contamination.
If we are changing
We are changing our chip or
for good,
mind for against to pollute, to contaminate.
if we are taking actions to make change,
Yes,
that's the question.
yes, something like that.
Okay. Oof. Well, I don't know. I think in some ways, yes, but there is a part that even I include myself, where we just yes, we are sad about that, and we read about what is happening around the world, and that's all. We just don't take actions, and and yes, maybe in some pages and OMGs, you can fill formularies and 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 ask to make some change. And you say, okay, I don't have the money to donate, but maybe in a future when I maybe have a job or something, I can donate later. And we think that if we can help right now, we think that we can do it later, but we are now thinking that maybe if you recycle a sheet of paper, or you don't throw a paper on the street or something, is a change. It's a little change, but it helps. We are just taking the considerations to make the change just for the future and not for the present. And that's that can make the difference, because if you don't do nothing now, maybe you can do nothing in the future.
Okay, that's a good point, Juliet. Uh, I think as you, it's time to take actions.
Mhm.
Maybe in our environment. Try to contribute you, you have to be communent, communent with the environment. You have to, and I think that we as a teacher,
Yes.
we have a great opportunity to contribute to teaching children, to teaching people in the places where we are working, to
Mm-hmm.
take actions to care the planet, to make them become aware of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think
Just
that.
because teaching it doesn't stop in the area or a signature that you are teaching. Teaching doesn't stop there. You can you may continue teaching to your learners about life and what is important in our life.
Thank you very much, Juliet,
Okay.
for your opinion. My students, the idea was that you to see how you are related with pollution. So I have noticed that all of you are related or you know a little bit about what is happening with our environment, what is happening with pollution, what kind of what are the sources that make pollution. And I think that you have gave me a lot of reasons what is about 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 the real source of pollution. And that was the first point for this great lesson plan. And the second one is to read because I would like to give you the chance to speak and develop also skills for reading. And I think that this topic is a great opportunity for reading because as Lisette says, we don't have a lot of vocabulary that we can use for to speak about this great and controversial topic that is pollution. Okay, I'm going to show you my screen right now to begin to read an article. I'm going to participate in this time. I'm going to read, so you will listen to me. You will listen me reading my reading skills. I have to announce to a lot of reading. I'm going to read the first two paragraphs, and then I'm going to ask you to read the following. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you my screen. Here is my screen. So I'm going to read the title, this paragraph, and this another one. Mm, Environmental problems. Our environment is constantly changing. There is no denying that, however, as our environment changes, so doesn't the need to become increasingly aware of the problems that surround it, with a massive influx of natural disasters, warming and cooling periods, different types of weather, path, path, patterns, and much more. People need to be aware of what types of environments, problems our planet is facing. Global warming has become an indisputed fact about our current livelihoods. Our planet, our planet is warming up, and we are definitely part of the problem. However, this isn't the only environmental problem that we should be concerned about. All across the world, people are facing the wheel of new and old challenging environmental problems every day. Some of them are small and only are affect a few ecosystems, but others are drastically changing the landscape of what we are already know. all my students, have you understood these two paragraphs? That's 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 a very deep deep reflection about what is happening in our environment. Okay, how everything is changing, the landscapes that we know, many ecosystems are finishing because they become in deserts. Okay, that's that's great. That's a very um, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to continue. I'm going to read. Wait. Okay, I'm going to read the third. Our planet is poised on the brink of a severe environmental crisis. Current environmental problems make us vulnerable to disasters and tragedies. Now and in the future, we are in the stage of planetary emergency, with environmental problems piling up high around us. Unless we are address the various issues prudently and seriously, we are surely doomed for disaster. Current environmental problems require urgent attention. Okay? Okay, go ahead, Juliet. Please read this one, this paragraph about pollution.
Okay, pollution. Pollution of air, water, and soil require millions of years to recover. Industry and motor vehicle exhausts are the number one pollutants. Heavy metals, nitrates, and plastic are toxins responsible for pollution, while water pollution is caused by oil spill, acid rain, urban runoff. Air pollution is caused by various gases and toxins released by industries and factories and combustions of fossil fuels. Soil pollution is majorly caused by industrial waste that deprive soil from essential nutrients.
Okay. Look at this image. I think that is very, you are very close familiar with this kind of pollution, pollution that make the industries. And Juliet, in your town, there are industries that pollute like this one. And I would like to tell you that here in Medellin, Medellin is a good city for living. But nowadays, we are watching how industries are growing up. And I don't know what kind of materials these kind of industries use for process their products. We can see how they pollute the air
Yeah,
all the time.
in my neighborhood there is oh, a milk maker of no sé, fábrica de leche, una lechería,
Okay.
and they have these tubes and they are creating air pollution with these gases, and I don't know. People always complain about that fabric, but they just keep going doing what they do,
Yes.
and it's just like they don't care. I know that we need meat. Well, we don't need milk because you can just they do it's just pasteurism,
Yes.
but I think that is not necessary. It's like the people of the campo, the
Yes. The
agriculturists, they
countryside.
just the countryside, yes. they just drink the milk. I think they boil it, but they don't need that kind of work in the milk to drink it. I don't think that is necessary. It's a yeah, unnecessary contaminación innecesaria, lo siento.
Don't worry. It's a it's an unnecessary action for me.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, Viviana, read for us about the article global warming. What is?
Global warming. Climate? Yes?
Yes.
Climate. What?
Climate.
The change,
Yes.
like global warming, is the result of human practices like emission of greenhouse gases. Global warming leads to rising temperatures of the oceans and the earth. So, surface causing melting of polar ice caps, rise in levels, and also unnatural patterns of precipitation such as flash floods, excessive snow, and desertification.
Okay. Please read this another one. Overpopulation. Huh.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Overpopulation.
We are making of part of that problem.
Huh.
Overpopulation.
China. The population of the planet is reaching unsustainable levels as it faces a shortage of resources like water, fuel, and food. A population explosion in less developed and developing countries is draining the already scarce resources. Intensive agriculture practiced to produce food damage the environment through use the chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides. Overpopulation is one of the crucial current environmental problem.
Yes. Carolina, please tell me, what do you think about overpollution? What do you think about?
I think that is a problem for the world, and the people don't think that is a problem. Only think the procreate, yes, procreate,
Control.
and and dejar, ¿cómo diría? Dejar descendencia.
A moment.
How did you say?
I don't know. That's
Okay. And have children.
to have families and let families grow up and generations.
But I know see the consequence of the problem actually in the world, but the conflict, economy, but other problems only thing in have children, but I know think the consequence a future.
Okay. In Carolina, we have a challenge a challenge, a reto, challenge. When we are, as me, when I will, when, no, as teachers, we have a challenge because make conscious sexual education in schools, I think that is not part of this great problem. I think that we have to teach children about how they can control and make them feel aware about the overpopulation, about this great problem that we have nowadays. And I think that we can't, we the only way that we can stop this problem is by teaching sexual education in schools, how they can control. Of, I don't know, make them feel aware about what is happening in our society, because there are a lot of people that we have. We are a lot of people, and we are spending the natural resources a lot. The, the yes.
Yes, bueno, in the school, I don't explain to the children or to the student the topic sexuality. Yes, but I think still there isn't that confident us avail speak for the topic, but I don't the words or forms of the teacher explain your student about the teenagers. Yes, but yes, I think I consider that we explain this topic for the teenagers. Yes, in this moment, children of the 10 years old, I feel attraction, feel duty for the sex, the love and the kiss. But in my school, I don't speak for this topic.
And I understand you, because we are studying for be English teachers. I understand you. And I don't know. Personally, I don't know how to explain to people that kind of topics. I don't know personally. It should be great if we have a subject about it, how to teach sexuality in our schools. I don't know. It could be very interesting topic to study, to be a little related with that topic, because as you told us, it's very difficult to explain that kind of topics to students, but we have to do that. I don't know. We have to find a way to explain, not children, not or adult people, about the problem of overpollution. Make them feel aware of that problem.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Carolina. Carolina, please read the following paragraph. Natural research depletion. I don't know what is
Depletion? Depletion?
depletion. Yes.
Okay. Natural resource depletion is another crucial current environmental problems. Fossil fuels consumption result in emission of greenhouse gas, which is responsible for global warming and climate change. Globally, people are taking effort to shift to I don't pronunciation renewable I don't say teacher renewable source. Okay. Renewable source of energy like solar, wind, biogas, and geothermal energy. The cost of installing the infrastructure and maintain this source has plummeted in the recent years.
Okay. Okay, please read this another one, because this topic is, I'm not well familiar with this topic. Waste disposal. Please
Okay.
read this one.
Waste disposal. The overconsumption of resource and creation of plastics are creating a global crisis for waste disposal. Developed countries are notorious for producing an excessive amount of waste or garbage and dumping their wastes in the ocean and leads developed countries. Nuclear waste disposal has tremendous health hazard associated with it. Plastic, fast food, packaging, and a cheap electronic waste threatening the well-being of human. Waste disposal is one of urgent current environment problem.
Okay. I'm sure that you are close familiar with this topic. Look this sentence. The water that some people, I don't know if you have noticed, Carolina, you have noticed when some people go to the beach or go to the rivers and they make everything and they deposit the garbage. They let the garbage there, and then the rivers take this garbage and get into the rivers and the ocean, and many animals are dying for that reason. Have you watched how many people are contaminating the waters with this kind of activities?
Yes, teacher. But this problem is the people don't have that culture. Yeah, but in the world, in the school, in the house, have trash can. Yes, trash can for different colors. Yes, the blue for plastic and paper. Bueno, for green, for gray. But I don't culture, but I don't separate. Say separate.
Yeah.
Separate.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't separate the trash. The garbage.
Garbage.
Okay. Okay, I don't say the garbage. Is equal in the when travel, we went travel, in the river, in the ocean. But for this place, in a lot the place, I have the trash can, but the people I don't use,
Yes.
or
That
only use one trash can, but I know different for colors.
okay. Thank you very much, Carolina. Fernay, it's your turn. Please read this paragraph. Deforestation, and please give me what your opinion about deforestation.
Okay. Uh, our forests are natural sinks of carbon dioxide and produce fresh oxygen, as well as helps in regulating temperature and rainfall. At present, forests cover 30% of the land, but every year tree cover is lost, amounting to the country of Panama due to growing population, demand demand for more food, shelter, and dot.
Cloud,
Okay,
cloud.
dot. Deforestation simply means clearing of green cover and make an land available for residential, industrial, or commercial purpose. Okay, so about this matter about deforestation, uh, is a big problem, especially in the Amazoni region. The Amazonas is the lung of the earth. So as the deforestation is growing, so we are losing the oxygen factory for us. And as you read before, if we lost the green cover with the tree, so that is contributing to the increase the warming problem.
That that's true for me. That's really true. Um, Thank you very much for your opinion. For read the article. Juliet, it's your turn. Uh, this one, water pollution. This is a well and close topic. We are good familiar with water pollution.
Okay. Water pollution. Clean drinking water is becoming a rare commodity. Water is becoming an economic and political issue as the human population fights for this resource. One of the options suggested is using the process of desalination. Industrial development is filling our rivers, seas, and oceans with toxic pollutants, with, which are a major threat to human health. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's
What do,
very
no, don't, yes, please tell me what do you think about water pollution?
wow.
What do you think about the two words, water pollution? What do you think about it?
Well, it's a real problem, a very real problem. You know, the human can live without some I don't know resources, but water isn't one of them. I Recently I read about that Ciudad del Cabo is one of the big cities in the world that now is having really a very real troubles about water. clean water. Um, I mean, you can hear me saying this, that yeah, it's one of the biggest cities in the world that is having a problem with clean water, but it's just not that city that is going through that paid. Uh, there are more cities right now that are having a water pollution problems, and they are going to uh, become the next Ciudad del Cap.
That's true, Juliet. That's true. Thank you very much, Juliet, for your reading and your. Okay. So, going to. Hello for Luis Felipe. How are you, Luis Felipe?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. I
That's
have
great.
problems with the internet.
Oh, don't worry. Sometimes it happens. I would like to tell you the topic that we are studying today. It's a difficult topic for us because there are a lot of vocabulary that we need to learn to speak about pollution. The topic is pollution, and and we have shared a lot of use of a lot of problems that we are facing nowadays with pollution. How we are contaminating the natural environment and the damage that it represents for us as human life. Now we are reading an article. The idea is to develop a skill and practice skills for reading. Um, we are reading an article about the issues that we are facing with pollution, and I'm going to ask you for reading this paragraph, only this paragraph, and I will ask you a question about pollution. Okay, please go ahead and read this paragraph.
The number 10?
Yes, the number 10. We are not following an order because there are a lot of topics and we have to study deeper to understand it better. So please read the 10th paragraph.
Ozone layer depletion. The ozone layer is an invisible layer of protection around the planet that protects us from the sun's harmful rays. Depletion of the crucial ozone layer of the atmosphere is attributed to pollution caused mm, by
Chlorina, chlorina,
chlorine,
chlorine,
chlorina,
chlorine.
fluorine, and bromide found in chlorofluorocarbons. Once these toxic gases reach the upper atmosphere, they cause a hole in the ozone layer, the biggest of which is above the Antarctic. The CFC are banned in many industries of consumer products. Ozone layer is valuable because it prevents harmful UV radiation from reaching the Earth. This is one of the most important current environmental problems.
Okay. Um, Luis Felipe is not related to that topic because maybe it could be an advanced topic to speak. But I would like to ask you a question. what is your opinion about the pollution that we have nowadays in our environment? What do you think? How we
Mm,
are contaminating the environment?
It's a big problem that concerns all of us because the new generation are gonna need uh, clean air.
Yes. Thank you very much, Luis Felipe. Um, well, my students, I'm going to pass to the following part of the actions. Okay. Here in this second part of the third part of this lesson plan, we are going to see some strategies and actions that we can use or make to protect the water, such as ride on a bike to go to work is one option because we are not using vehicles that pollute the air, that transmit fumes to the air, don't contaminate. Um, Viviana, these are actions. Could you tell me about this one? Education. Education.
Yes. What is the question, teacher? Sorry.
Okay. No, okay. No, I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk to you. Please listen carefully about the education.
Okay.
About we are not. I am noticing that we are that the government, teachers, all the people
Education
are
about the environment.
caring the environment.
Okay.
You can see how people become angry when when see the pollution. I am noticing that people don't put the garbage, don't throw the garbage to the floor. They prefer to. We are seeing how the people are making more actions uh, to protect the environment and natural resources. And they protect the water. They don't waste water.
Okay.
There are a lot of actions. Okay.
Okay. Um, for
Okay.
example, okay.
No. I'm going to.
Okay.
Okay, we are going
No,
to the.
one example.
Okay, no. For the questions,
Yes.
questions. This is the last one part. Okay. Um. Okay. This question is for you, Viviana.
Okay.
Shall we, as a teacher, as okay, there is a mistake here. Shall we, as teachers, make campaigns against the pollution? Um,
Yes, of course, it's very important.
what kind of campaigns? What do
What
you think?
campaigns? For example, recycle the clothes.
Yes.
Yes, it's good because the clothes when don't use,
Mhm.
you can give the other person that needed needed.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um, um, recycle the bottles, for
Yeah.
example, in the institution, in the school. Mm,
Mhm. That's no. That's a good opinion, Viviana, to recycle the clothes that we don't use.
yes.
Because if you put the clothes that you don't use in the garbage, it could be damage for the environment. But if you give your clothes that you don't use to other people, you're helping other people with clothes because sometimes we need clothes, and clothes to buy clothes is very expensive, and there are a lot of people who don't have the opportunity to go to buy clothes, and when
And
you give
shoes
them,
too.
yes, and when you give them clothes, they feel very happy.
Yes.
Hmm? It's a good answer. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
This question is for Lisette. Lisette, uh, the
I'm
second
here,
one. Okay,
present.
wait a moment. I
Okay.
have looked. What kind of activities do you think that we must develop to contribute to the water conservation?
What kind of activities?
Yes, you can see here. The other
Uh, I think that plant more trees, more and more trees in the forest, near to the rivers, near to the lakes, and not contaminate them with garbage.
yes.
Is uh, my plan, my activity.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for that answer. That was a good answer, you said.
Okay.
Juliet, it's your turn. I'm going to ask you the third question. How you could help to keep a better natural environment?
Oh, that's a difficult question.
Yes, very difficult.
Yeah. Um, you could, how you go help to keep a better natural environment? Well,
Maybe
maybe
keep.
it's easy. It's because how I could help taking more action than just being sad about what is happening, and that's all. And I don't know, yeah, taking more action about what we can do for for help to our environment. Maybe uh, I don't know, passing to the fiction to the reality, saying in some way. Uh, I always promise myself that I'm going to start recycle more, and I never do that. And maybe I have just to take the first step to start making making bigger actions later. Starting for the leader to keep going with the bigger or biggest action, bigger actions. Yeah, that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Hmm. Um, this is for Luis Felipe. I think that is the. Have you ever planted trees? This is for you, Luis Felipe.
Yes, yes, I plant tree, one
And
tree
how did
once.
you feel? Yes, once only. How many trees have you planted in your life?
One, one tree,
No,
only one tree.
you have to plant them more. I'm going to give you some tips. Some tips. Maybe you don't live in a country farm. You don't live in a country farm, but you live in a house. Uh, it's a good idea when we have plants or gardens in our house. It's a good activity that we can use to not to protect or but it contributes to have a better environment, green environment to plant or gardening activities. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing activity because it's beautiful. See the flowers and how the plants grow up. But this activity, although is very simple, it helps to keep the environment. And maybe you don't have the opportunity to plant trees, but if you have the opportunity to do that, don't take advantage of it. If you have the opportunity to plant a tree, go ahead and plant the tree, and it's like one children of you. Okay. Um, I don't know. I would like to ask to Viviana. Viviana, what do you think about gardening? Gardening.
Garden. Oh my God.
Gardening.
I
Plant flowers.
yes,
Do you have a
I like
garden?
it. I like it because, but I don't have.
Oh no, I don't believe that, Viviana.
Teacher. But I like the flowers, tree, all the nature.
Okay.
In front of my house, there are many trees. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful view. Yes,
Yes, beautiful view.
beautiful view. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Um, who is missing for the question? Oh, okay, I know. Her name, her name. This question is for you. Would you like to have a better natural environment? Her name. The
Yes,
question.
can you repeat? Sorry.
Okay. Would you like to have a better natural environment?
Sorry, I don't understand. Can you repeat? I'm sorry.
You can read the question here. This is the five question. Would you like to have a better natural environment?
Okay, I got it. Yes, I would like. Uh, in the town that I live now, Puerto Salgar, Cundinamarca. So because it's not too big, so here the environment, the nature is very well. Although the Magdalena River is kind of contaminated, so I would like that river will be better, more pure. But the problem is the river receive all the waste of all the cities. So unfortunately, by when the river pass over here is already contaminated. So I would like that all those problems will be solved in the future.
Okay, thank you. Juliet, um, I have asked you the question. I don't know. I don't remember. Who are missing for the question? I lost the order. Yeah, maybe it's Lisette. I don't know. Lisette, I'm going to ask you the question. This
What?
question: what kind of habits or actions do you do to keep a clean environment?
Oh my God.
You don't waste. One example, it could be I don't waste many water when I am taking a shower. It's one example.
Yes. Uh,
I put the garbage in the right way, in the right.
I like plants.
Yes, please tell me.
um,
Do you have one?
what?
Do you have one plan?
Yes, the last Sunday,
Yeah.
my mother gave me, I don't know,
Okay. Yeah.
a tree.
That's great. That's good. Good.
I have three plants. I have two plants and water. Uh, in how do you say vidrio? I don't know.
Glass.
in a
A
in a
glass.
recipient of glass.
Yes.
Yes. With some stones.
Yes.
Yes, and my tree is small now, but it's very beautiful. um, I I use I don't use a lot of energy. Uh, I use my computer only to
Horrible.
study,
Yes. I
but
understand you. I understand you.
I don't like a lot of watch TV. I don't like a lot.
Okay. Lisette, that are good actions to care to contribute to have a better natural environment, to protect the natural resources. Are good actions.
Good
Um,
action.
okay. Good actions. Good actions.
For
Okay.
example, don't use how do you say bolsas plásticas?
Plastic bags. Bags.
Okay, I don't use a lot of plastic bags. For example, when I go into the mall, a store, the supermarket, I don't know.
To go shopping, to make the market, to market.
Marker,
Market.
market,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
The government, I forget how do you say prohibir.
For,
The government forbid, yes,
mhm.
forbidden the plastic bags,
Yes.
yes, in many places, yes, to
Okay.
conserve the
Thank
environment.
yes. Thank you very much, Lisette, for your answer. It was great. Was awesome, I think. Well, my students, I don't know if you want to say something about this encounter. We have finished this encounter for today. I don't know if you have to something to say if it was hard for you to speak about this topic, or how did you feel with this lesson plan today? I don't know if you want to say something.
Well, generally, I like these classes a lot, but today was a pretty amazing class because I love this topic. So it was pretty amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe it was a little difficult because the vocabulary that we have is a little bit for this kind of topics. But I have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it a lot because I have learned a lot of you about the natural issues that we are facing nowadays. And I hope that you can make a reflection about the problem that we are living nowadays with this great topic. And I don't know if someone else wants to say something.
Teacher, the topic today is very interesting. I love this this topic. Yes,
Topic.
yes, I like it.
Okay. Thank you.
teacher. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Teacher,
Okay, go ahead.
this topic is very important, but good. But I learned some new words and others I didn't understand.
Okay, it's normally said. It's normal.
Yes.
Well, my students, I would like to ask you if you want to give a comment here. Here, you can put a comment about this lesson plan. You can make suggestions for having the in our next encounters. Please, if you have a suggestion, a comment, go ahead, put your comments here if you want. I'm going to send you the link by the chat. Here in the chat is the link of the web. So you can enter there and let your comments. Well, it's all for today, students, my dear students. Thank you for coming here today. I have enjoyed a lot this great speaking encounter. Remember that our next encounter will be on Wednesday. No, on Tuesday. Tuesday. We'll be on Tuesday, and I hope to see you there and enjoy a lot. And the next encounter, I'm going to change the topic because we are going to learn and practice how to pronounce years, how to say years in English, use numbers, advanced numbers. No, we are not going to learn 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we are going to learn how to pronounce years in past events. Okay? I think that will be an amazing lesson plan and a speaking encounter because I have noticed that we don't have a lot of skills to pronounce years. It's very difficult sometimes.
Good topic.
I like
well,
that topic, teacher.
yeah. Yeah, it's all for today. See you later, my dear students. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you,
Likewise.
teacher. Same for you.
Thank
Night.
Bye,
you.
teacher. Good
Bye,
night.
teacher.
Hi, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.